What is going on, guys? Shinny Delplex here, back with another video. Today we have our UCTL week 1 and week 2 matches against, the first one is against the Doctor, and the second one is against my boy Mokey Wolf. I should be using a different editing software for this, so that'll be fun. Give me your feedback in the comments below. I don't feel I don't remember his team at all. Yeah, so let's just get into this. We have our Giratina here. We'll reckon that Willow, Draco, Shadow Ball, and Paint Split. Bit more of a defensive set. That's special attacking. But those special attacks. I was thinking of using a Dragon Dance set for this, but unfortunately it doesn't, and I'm forced to hold the Gristeus Orb. So I'm thinking I might think of dropping this just because, I don't know, it's getting kind of annoying, but we'll see. That just hit stuff, I don't remember what. Next we have a boy Lucario, probably our win con. This thing goes in against his team, outspeeds everything because I'm scarfed, and then his team doesn't appreciate adamant hits. Next we have Sylveon here, wrecking that Life Orb, Pixelate, Baton Pass. Okay, we have Wish Pass, Hyper Voice, and Psyshock. That's Hyper Voice and Psyshock are all I need to hit his team. And then I can Wish Pass into stuff to heal them all up, and that's fun. Next we have Cress here. Subcom Mind is really nice against his team. There's like two things that that I could set up on easily, and they won't break a sub with one hit. And then I could like Calm Mind, Rinse and Repeat, and that stuff. Next we have Excadrill here. I kind of just what is this set? Why do I not have rocks on this? I'm Sash? Why do I not have Why do I not have rocks? Well, I don't know what that set is, but next we have Little Doc, the Marini here. Recover, Toxic Spike, knock off Haze. This is mostly for the Darmanitan because that thing is scary as fuck. I can knock off its item. Stop setup sleepers, that jazz. Toxic Spikes are kind of good too. So let's come over here. He brings Megalop, Rotom, Tapu Lele, Celesteela, Kyurem, Black, and Darmanitan. That is a very scary team. Anyways, let's just get into this. We lead off with Excadrill here, just trying to catch something as the lead. I don't know what this Excadrill set is. I'm guessing it's for the Lele. But why would I just not run Scarf then? Celesteela probably. I don't know. So we go into we go into Cress here. On the fake out, he switches out his Lop, not trying to take damage, and goes into a Celesteela. The thing is, I can't do crap to it, but I don't want to just waste my subs, so I get off a 8% there. Does 0, but now we switch out into my boy Giratina. That's what it's called, Giratina. Then we can just, what do we go for? Willis maybe? Yeah. Just cause like heavy slam and stuff, and if it was like offensive, that didn't look very nice against my team. We go into Marini here because it can sponge any hit. He goes into his Darm, so that's nice for us. And I could just get off an easy T-Spike here. Oh yeah, I wanted to knock off there just in case he was Scarf or Banned or something, because that just makes my job easier for later. I just recover here, expecting him to go for like an Earthquake or something. He just sets up the seeds. That's fine. I switch out into Cress here, trying to intimidate him out, I guess. I don't really know why. Probably just to pivot into a hit and switch out. As I go back into Giratina here, expecting him to just Leech Seed. Yes, he does. Then we go out into the, he goes out into the Rotomo, and I just try and heal up with the pain split, but why did that do? Oh, because he was on low HP. Then we just drop a Draco there, and he expected us to be physical, so we went for the Will-O-Wisp. I go out into this thing here because I can live a Volt Switch, I can live anything. I could even live a Teambuild and pivot back out and get the regenerator and stuff. He goes into his Kyurem here, but at this range I can't take a Fusion Bolt. So I go out into Excadrill here, and Earthquake looks really nice. Wait, okay. I think I go for the Iron Head here. Yeah. And then I just sack Excadrill. Wait, no, I don't. Sorry, I don't remember this at all. Oh yeah. Because Kyurem's ability stops my Levitate, that's why. We go up into Sylveon here. You probably thought we just hit him with the, quick attack there. But we just baton pass out to make a nice play, and at this point I realized, oh, I must have overlooked Celesteal and prep because I literally have nothing to hit this and nothing super effective either. So my best thing to hit this with is Lucario Close Combat, and that only does 40%. And I can't let it heal up with the Leech Seed here, especially because I'm minus defense, or my defenses are lowered. He protects here as I was just going to sack the Excadrill, so I get off 16%. I get off 16% there from Chip. With Iron Head, he just knocks me out and gets a defense boost. But I count it as long as we just get a little bit more damage on there, then I can kill it with a Lucario Close Combat. He only needs to be at 25 to 35%. So I just sack my Sylveon there, so that way I can get some chip on it. The thing is +2, but if I can get off a knockoff here, then he's in range of Lucario Close Combat. Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to do, go out into this thing. And then Lucario Close Combat does 40%. I just knock off this thing's lefties, I think. No, he doesn't have lefties, so I'll go out into Lucario here. I just need to make a quick offensive pivot. I knew it could live any hit unless he went for an Earthquake, but he showed he doesn't have it. I predicted him to go into Layla there as we get the Meteor Mesh off. We also get an Attack Rise, so if I wasn't Scarfed and he didn't have Darmanitan, then I'd be in a good position, but he does, and yeah. So right here, I'm looking at my options. I have to do something with Cresselia to get a Killer 2, and I need to be able to knock off this thing's item, because Scarf... Okay, so what I analyzed here is I need to be at least 60% so I can live in an Earthquake, which I get back from Regenerator anyways, but I need to be able to do that so I can knock off this thing's item, because that's what I need for Lucario to be able to clean up. Then he goes out into a Sully here, as I need to make the switch into Cress, expecting him to switch, because I didn't need to go into Cress, but the thing was I needed to get the Regenerator with the little thing, the Marini. As it's a roll right now for me to kill the Close Combat, but we're able to. It was a roll in my favor though. So yeah, as we kill the Selly, he goes out into his Darm here as I go into this thing just to sack it off. He actually only goes for the U-turn there, so that's good for me. As he goes into his low pony here, thinking return will kill, and I thought it would kill too, but wait, that's why, because I wanted to pick him off here, thinking, oh well, he's just because I knew he was gonna fake out, and I wanted him to think, oh well, he's just sacking his Lucario, but because I didn't show my scarf yet, but I'm able to kill off the opening right there, which is very good for me. He goes out into his Darm here because he knows that he's faster than me. So this is the point where I was like, okay, it all comes down to if he switches out on my Marini's knockoff. If he does, then I lose. If he doesn't, then I can clean with Lucario, as I just need to sack off Cresselia here, as it was most definitely the least useful mon. So it all comes down to this turn. If he U-turns or switches out, well, I mean, he can't U-turn because he's locked into this. So if he switches out, we lose. If he stays in, we win. Because if he switches out, then that means he has enough chip for us to it's enough chip. Wait, okay. It's enough chip on our Marini so that we can't take an earthquake anymore from the Rotom. So that's why. So then I can't knock off its stuff. So he does switch out, and he does that. He attacks his Kyurem here, so that's cool. At this range, I could live a Fusion Bolt, I think. No, I just sacked it. But he dies to his own life orb here, so that's cool. But since he's Scarf Darm, and Darmanitan is base 95, and Lucario, for some reason, is only base 80, we lose. Only if he wasn't Scarf Darmanitan. Only if he wasn't Scarf Darmanitan. I'm guessing no way Scarf Darm outspeeds Excadrill and Sand. Then what was that for? Maybe like for Alligator? But Darmanitans are not 1v1ing up for Alligator. I don't get what the scarf was for, but sure, I guess. Be back. Okay, we are back. Right now, we're versing Mokey for week 2. Yeah, his team should be on that, right? If I remember to edit this part. Let's just get into it. Incineroar looks kind of nice. Against, like, I think it was, like, 4 or 5 out of his 11 mons. My stabs did super effective damage too. Thunder Punch was for the Manaphy. I could live any hit from the Manaphy, and I'm pretty sure that included a Waterium Z-Surf. So that's pretty much why I brought Incineroar. Yeah. And it looked really nice offensively too. Next we have Giratina, Draco, Shadow Force, Will-O-Wisp, HP. I use HP for the Gligar, that's a 2 KO. Will-O-Wisp is for the Lucario, pretty much. Shadow Force, just for some Ghost Stab. I don't know why I didn't just run Shadow Ball, but I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty much, that's it. Next we have Crest here. Subcon Mind looked really nice against his team again. There were like 3 things on his team that if I set up a sub bond, they couldn't break it. And he had no dark type, so I could just run Psychic and then Toxic. But it didn't have Moonlight on that, so I don't really get it. I didn't really get my sets this week. Next we have Sylveon. Specs Hyper Voice is really good against his team. Picks up 2 KOs against a lot of things. Quick Attack just to pick some things off late game, and Heal Bell because I didn't have any other ideas for moves. Next we have Excadrill here. This thing, I'm dumb. I ran Sand Rush on a Scarf Excadrill where there was no chance of Sand. Why didn't I not just run Mold Breaker? Anyways, Earthquake, Iron Head, Rapid Spin, Rock Slide. I think this outspeeded, like, maybe Venusaur and Sun? Maybe? I don't know. No, it wasn't that. Like, I don't really get it. Like, Excelgor was his fastest spawn, and I don't know. I don't get my prep for this week. And then I don't know what was running through my head when I was making this team, but like, I think this thing was supposed to be a lure to get the Volcanion in on me. Then I switched out into Excadrill, because Excadrill was supposed to outspeed a Scarf Volcanion, I think. But I don't know. I didn't get the team for this week. It was more of a chill match. I don't know what I was doing. So we have, his team has Lucario, Gligar, Manaphy, Clefable, Mew, and the Venusaur, but without the sand. Oh, turn that off. Slow that down. I lead off with my what's this thing called? The Excadrill. I lead off with my Excadrill. Right off the start, I was trying to make aggressive plays because I didn't want to get caught in on the Gligar and him doing something. So I go into this thing first turn. He just sets a Bull Wish, expecting me to just Iron Head. I go for the Side Shock here, expecting a Venusaur. Unfortunately, that thing's base 80, so it outspeeds me because I'm only base 60. So I go into my Ferrothorn here. It's less useful since there was no Volcanion. He brings in his Mew. I expect him to go for like a Flamethrower / Fire Blast. So I head out into my Incineroar. We get an Intimidate off, but he goes for the Stealth Rocks here. That's kind of fine. The only thing it really hits hard is this Incineroar. I just go for the U-turn to get some momentum and see what he does. I go into Excadrill, Earthquake. I should KO at this range, even if he's a defensive set. So I make another aggressive switch and go into my Sylveon, expecting him to switch out into Gligar again. He just Earthquakes. I go into Mew, expecting him to stay in. I don't know what was running through my head. We were in call and stuff. It was late at night. I don't know. Then I switch out into this thing and go for he goes for the Aura Sphere. Luckily, since we're AV, we take that nicely. I expected him to go into Venusaur or Fable, which is why I went for the Flare Blitz instead of just going for a Darkest Lariat, which would have taken this thing out. Then, at this moment, we were in call, so I didn't notice, as you might have seen, he's leftovers. I don't know what I was thinking. He used Toxic, then used Aura Sphere. I saw Aura Sphere twice, so I thought he was either Scarf or Speck, so I go out into this thing, into Sylveon, expecting him to be choiced. As he's not. This is why I shouldn't do games and calls, my dudes. So I go into Excadrill here, and I just kill this thing off with the Earthquake. And then what I didn't want to happen here, him sending in Gligar. So I go into my Giratina here, as I can just HP Ice this thing. He turns out to have Swords Dance. That's fine, because we can definitely live one, because he doesn't knock off our item. So we go for the Will-O-Wisp here, and we miss. That was kinda detrimental, because, let's see, 46 minus 2. That's 23, which would be 46. So depending on rolls, we could have left 2 more knockoffs. But since we missed the will-o-wisp, we okay, because of us missing the will-o-wisp, he KOs us with 1 more. I just got lost in time there. So that's kind of bad for us. I go out into Incineroar here thinking that I'd get off and Intimidate, but I don't. I go out into Cresselia because this thing should be able to live a knockoff. It does, but barely. And then I go for the Toxic. He reveals to have immunity. He just KOs me with 1 more. I go out into this thing here thinking, well, maybe somehow I can break through with Leech Seed. So we should be able to live another Earthquake. It's a roll. He does get the roll in his favor. I didn't have Protect, so if I did, then that would have been better. But now we're all down to Excadrill. Excadrill Iron Head only does 32, and fuck, we get 5-0'd week 2 due to a freaking Haxie, Will-o-wisp, annoying, stupid, well-trained Gligar that we missed a Will-o-wisp on, and that was detrimental. So yeah, that Will-o-wisp miss mattered. Mokey said it didn't. It did. Most definitely did. No, I'm just playing around though. GG to Mokey, GG to Doc. The first one was a close game. This one was just some Gligar shit. Anyways, I will see you guys next time. Tell me if you liked the new editing software. Peace.